Hello.
This isn't Paper Mario. You fooled me.
I did no such thing. You
I
have
know, but
140,000 channel points. Ask me anything being 5K might be dangerous. I allow it. So hi. We're back.
Hi.
We're playing Beacon Pines, which had a really cute trailer, and I believe is kind of a choose-your-own-adventure story with some neat twists and turns. And it was leaving Game Pass in 9 days, so I figured we may want to get to it before it vanishes.
Yeah.
Dear reader, allow me to introduce you to my book.
Hello.
Though it might at first appear like many books you've come across, it is far from ordinary. You may, therefore, have some misunderstandings about its nature. The story that awaits you has not been fully told. In fact, its conclusion is not yet known, even to myself. It is in that way that my book is special. It is in that way that you are special.
I've read Homestuck as it was coming out. I know what this is like. Don't worry.
Without you, there is no story. Chapter 1. Normal isn't what it used to be. This is a story about change.
Flips to the
Flips
last
to the
page.
last page.
That's not how this works.
Nestled in a shallow valley is the town
Could
of
be.
Beacon Pines. Far from the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, a young boy walks alone at dawn. His name is Luca Van Horn, and like you, dear reader, he's here for a reason.
Oh.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, look at his little tail. Look at his little tail. Ah!
You can voice this one.
Hey, Dad. How are things going? Today's the first day of summer vacation. I start middle school next year, I guess. I was 6 years old when you died. I'm expositing because there's someone watching me. And it's been 6 years now.
Pulls up stream Iggy meme goat scream attempt.
No, that's just my oh my god, that's too cute scream.
Yeah, Iggy has many screams. How you doing, Erwin?
I have many screams. Shark noises. From here on out, you'll have been gone longer than you were here.
You know,
Oh, that's sad.
weirdly, I'm never going to encounter that because my dad was around for 93 years, and if I'm around longer than he's been dead, then, well, you know what I mean. Alive. Whatever.
Yeah, but it depends on when the year he died.
Yeah.
That does, if you were 90 years old when he died, then yes.
Why do I have this feeling Iggy had screamed to wake the injured awake in the middle of the night and everyone else?
I mean, I think everyone has that sound. It's just called screaming in the middle of the night. It feels like that should mean something. Mom always said that this tree was your favorite spot in the world.
Here's hoping for quantum immortality, baby.
Me too. Oh, tears.
Hey, Luca. I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo was Luca's
Oh my
closest
God.
friend. He
He's
possessed
the
many
best.
fine qualities, but subtlety was not one of them.
Look at them suspenders.
Well, after I begged on your door till your gran answered, and after I checked the pond and climbed up to the treehouse, then I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo finally noticed the tears swelling in his friend's eyes and the flowers on the grave.
Oh, yeah. Right. You and your mom always did this on your dad's birthday.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were going to keep doing it now that your mom's gone, too.
She's not gone. She's just...
Missing. Sorry, I meant to say since she went missing.
She's gonna come back, Rollo.
Of course she is.
Okay, Dad. See you next time. I think I'm ready to get out of here.
Sure, lead the way. Oh my god, I love them.
It's pretty great. Dandelions! Ah! Ah! Oh my god!
Well, I got tickle.
Wonderful. I had a good feeling about you from the moment you opened my book.
Uh-huh.
That charm is a very special thing. Very special indeed. Keep hold of it for now. Its purpose will reveal itself soon enough.
Oh. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. The whole reason I was looking for you.
I was wondering if you'd ever get to that.
I found a perfect way to start our summer.
How's that?
Rollo looked to the side suspiciously.
Not here. They might be watching.
They who?
Not so loud. We need to do this in a secure location. Mission control.
All right, I just have to tell Graham, and then we can head out.
What are you gonna tell her?
I don't know. I'll think of something.
It's all the same to you. I'll meet you at the welcome sign. Your grand still kind of wigs me out. I don't do well with new people.
She moved in like half a year ago.
Just meet me at the sign when you're done.
Suit yourself. I won't be long.
Alright, there's a to-do list, and then there's Tickle.
Would it be great if just like at this moment, like the door opens up and it's like Baba Yaga?
I could jump.
Oh, frolic.
Dear reader, forgive me for this interlude. Remember that charm you found in the dandelion patch?
Yeah.
There are more of those special charms to discover throughout Beacon Pines. They've been known to reveal themselves to those who are willing. Some of them can be found in this very house.
That means
Alright.
more than one.
Alright, that means first I have to set myself on fire.
Yeah, I was going to say sacrificial fire.
She kept a warm house, as if by grandmotherly obligation.
Ponder. I see no orb.
There is no orb to ponder.
Oh my god.
that. I remember doing that. Find all the charms of the narrator. Thanks you for breaking the curse and freeing her after 1,000 years so she may now conquer Earth.
One of his father's old stethoscopes.
Oh. Well, his father was a doctor, maybe.
Luca had spent countless hours listening to anything and everything with it. Not for years, though. Since Gran had moved in, the house was more peaceful, more orderly, and more covered in flowery fabric. Just some dusty knickknacks. Luca paused at his parents' bedroom door. He just wasn't ready to go in yet.
That's legit.
Gran had commandeered the upstairs closet when she moved in. Some things need shelter from a young boy's mischief, she said.
Hide.
Luca tossed on his favorite old sweater. Even though it was the first day of summer, a chill still hung in the air.
Chill.
Chill.
Gran's moving in meant that most of Luca's things had been crammed in the corner. Luca was somewhat annoyed by the situation. Gran's bed was undisturbed. Luca didn't mind that she had a habit of falling asleep in front of the fireplace. It meant that he could read late into the night.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
E.
An array of prepared meals crowded the refrigerator, each labeled with a day of the week.
I'm just gonna let that hang out. Okay, I can't close it. I was about to get mad.
A pair of dull scissors, a broken can opener, a mostly empty bottle of glue, and some loose string.
Yes, the drawer of collection. We all have one.
Yep, some junk.
The only piece of furniture Gran had brought when she moved in was an old hutch.
Really? So that bed was in that bedroom before?
Yeah, Sometimes you just don't have anywhere else to put a guest bed.
Oh, no.
My.
Oh,
this
no,
is
wait,
quite
remember?
exciting.
Yeah.
The trauma of changing bedrooms out as a child grows, changing beds out as a child grows, from Severance.
Yeah. Never
Anyway,
mind. This is quite exciting.
I am now certain that you are the one I've been waiting for all these years. You'll recall I was a bit coy regarding the use of charms earlier. Excuse me, I tend to have a flair for the dramatic. You are about to encounter your first turning point. There are certain times in this tale when everything hinges on a single word. Step forth, dear reader.
you just don't. You just turn around and go out
A
the other way.
Beginner's Guide to Gardening laid open on the bench.
You can do the grandma voice.
Okay. Hey, Gran, I'm gonna go hang with Rolla for the day. See you later. Hold up now. Where are you and Rollo headed exactly? Oh, nowhere special.
The less Gran knew, the better for everyone involved.
Dear narrator, I will now show you the power of safe scumming. We were just gonna go. Stop! Don't do it. Okay. We were gonna go ponder for the day. We were gonna go hide for the day. We were gonna go chill for the day.
We were just gonna go chill for the day. The best
We were
lives
just
are
gonna go
built on
chill for the
truth.
day. True. You boys are always in a hurry to do nothing. We stick to what we're good at. Well, make sure you are done chilling in time for supper.
Easy. Impressive. You've managed to navigate your first turning point without too much of a mess. That is the power of charms.
So this is less Homestuck and more Homestuck 2 in the epilogues.
A single
We
word
don't talk
can
about
change
Homestuck 2 in the
everything.
epilogues.
I
As
think
someone who
it's time
enjoys
to
Homestuck
introduce
2 in the
you
epilogues.
to the Chronicle. The Chronicle is a record of the decisions you've made. You can see the turning point which has been revealed. At any time, you can use the Chronicle to go back and invoke different charms, creating new branches. Luckily for
Oh, we got
us,
time travel.
This is the one and only turning point where the charms won't dramatically alter fate. It's the perfect opportunity to experiment with rewriting things.
A grand jury.
We were just gonna go hide for the
Hide.
day.
We were just gonna go hide for the day.
Hide?
Traditionally, when one is trying to hide something, they avoid literally using the word hide.
Yeah, I guess Rollo bet some other kids we could beat him at hide and seek. Aren't you a little old for that? It's not like there's much else to do around here. Well, make sure you boys are done playing your little game in time for supper.
All's well that ends well.
And now we'll try the other one. That's not the right button.
We were just gonna go ponder for the day.
Oh, really? What are you boys going to ponder on such a lovely day exactly?
This was Luca's chance to sell his alibi.
You know, big stuff, small stuff, medium, mostly medium pondering.
Nailed it.
Well, make sure you don't overburden yourself with the preponderance of pondering. Huh? Oh, forget it. Off with you now. Ponder a dictionary once in a while, Luca.
Luca would spend hours hiding in the bushes, waiting for a chance to jump out and startle his mother. She always
Solid
enjoyed
snake in a
humoring
gruff
him
voice.
by feigning terror.
Ma'am, I'm a full-grown adult, and I'm quite good at hide and seek. Yeah.
A sturdy old wheelbarrow
Can't use the wheelbarrow.
You don't have the body to hide yet. Yeah.
That's true. Oh yeah, she is just waving her stick at me. Be gone,
Yeah.
pest. I'm gonna pump the volume up just a little bit.
Pump up those jams. Oh, it's Luca. You and Rollo stay out of trouble. I know.
Get into trouble.
Naturally.
Hang on, I'm gonna clean up after myself here.
You're one of those people.
It bothers me. Ooh, ooh. Come on. Woo!
Woo! Dang it, Rollo.
Ooh. You know the drill. Don't let anyone discover our secret path.
Chapter 2. Welcome to Beacon Pines. For many years, this valley had been a small mining outpost. It wasn't until
Oh, I can relate to that.
fertilizer company that Beacon Pines was established. Over the next 30 years, the town had grown and prospered until the foul harvest and his sudden death. In the 6 years since, everyone was simply trying to get by.
That's when Dad died. Hey, Mr. Care.
Hey there, pal.
Well, hey there, pal.
CEO of Perennial Harvest
I got it.
Company.
Okay.
He had become a fixture around town over the past few years. After the failing of Valentine fertilizer, the town was hungry to welcome a new source of employment.
Excited for the big festival?
Oh, sure?
Come on now, when I was your age, there was nothing more exciting than a town festival. The food, the music, the dancing.
Sounds pretty alright.
You're gosh dang right it is. I'm looking forward to letting out some steam myself. Be sure to invite all your little friends.
I couldn't keep Rollo away if I tried.
Try harder. Excellent. Sorry, Luke, I gotta get back to the proverbial grindstone. Our harvest waits and all that. Oh, now. The left side's a little low. You can take it.
Sorry, young Mr. Van Horn, can't talk now. Very busy with preparations.
Mayor Augustus Valentine was not busy.
Oh, sorry, Gus. How many times do I... It's Mayor Valent...
Flustered, Gus instinctively loosened his tie.
Keep up the good work.
Keep up the good work. I must briefly attend to a concerned citizen.
Huh? It's nothing. Keep at it.
Alright, what can the mayor of Beacon Pines do for you today? Oh. Just saying hi, I guess. Well. Good day to you too, young Mr. Van Horn. Both the guys that you talk to have ponytails, and I feel very represented.
I was trying to walk under the ladder.
You can't. This game is delightful.
I love it.
Chill. Oh, you're being so chill. So inconspicuous.
That was the whole action.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Sinclair.
Mr. Sinclair continued snoring and lifted one eyelid just enough to see who it was. A tactic
And why is he
often used
snoring?
to avoid undesirable conversation.
That.
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Sinclair.
Ah, don't you see I'm sleeping, boy?
How's the napping today?
Crummy as always. Used to have a perfectly nice view from here. Then, till perennial harvest put that monstrosity of a building in the way.
Why don't you just move your chair a bit?
Why should I be the one that moves? If it's the showdown they want, I ain't gonna be the one who blinks. Snore.
Yeah, that sounds like a dude.
Come on, Andy, grab his wallet. I'm sorry, Iggy, I can't.
Okay, hang on. I'm taking that. I'm taking that.
Okay.
Yeah. Do it or we pound you.
Just your straight up voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yup. But my mom said.
Yeah, but. Yeah, but. If I had a nickel for every yeah, but, I'd be the freaking king of nickels.
That's great.
Ain't that right, Tish?
Yup.
Come on, do it.
Leave the bunny alone. Mr. Van Horn, do you have a moment?
It's just Luca.
Golly, I'm sorry. It's my first week at perennial
He pulled a
harvest.
pen from the pocket of his sweater vest and began to frantically jot something down on a clipboard.
Wonderful. It won't happen again. If we're gonna be on a first name basis, you need to call me Pete.
Oh, nice to meet you, Pete.
What do you... That's you.
Sorry, what are you writing?
Just documenting. Gosh, it's exciting to be part of something so darn special. You know, it's not just about new fountains and phone booths. We're gonna change the world. And it all starts here, in Beacon Pines. Isn't that amazing?
No, I can see where this story's gonna be like. Uh-huh. Anyway, I'd better get...
Oh, that reminds me. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
My thoughts? I have
You
none.
bet. If we're gonna change
It's just
this town,
it's just Baby Shark on loop.
we need to get every detail right.
That sounds intense.
I had so much coffee. Changing the world is intense. What do you say? Oh, they actually spelled it out right. So what do you say? Yeah, I'm used to it being was a D's there instead of a T. But okay. Could you answer a few questions?
Well, I guess if it's quick.
Wonderful. Opening to answering a few quick questions. One down. See, it's not that hard, is it?
Oh, okay, we're going already.
Question 2. What is something you love about Beacon Pines?
Never really thought about it before.
Perfect.
It's the only place I've lived.
See, that wasn't so painful.
Pete stopped scribbling and glanced up from the clipboard.
Was it?
I guess not?
Huzzah! Our first 3 questions answered in record time.
Are you literally writing down everything?
Thank you so much for your time. I need to process these answers. We can save the rest of your thoughts for later.
Okay.
Our harvest awaits.
That
your
was a cute
brain.
red panda. The harvest of your brain! We're gonna obtain Zydrate. Comes in a little glass vial.
I guess we gotta go this way.
Yeah.
Nope. Old Pickler's Pond.
Is that old Pickler?
Mission
Mission
control.
control. Authorized personnel only. Hey, Jetson. Is the lion playing any tunes today?
No bites this morning, I'm afraid. Come to think of it, I can't remember the last time I reeled one in. Hey, it was never about the catch. It is where I come to sink.
Yeah, that's what my dad used to do here.
That reminds me. He's dead, right? If you want his chair back, I've taken to standing recently. Weird, huh? Keeps me from falling asleep at the reel.
If you don't mind, I think it should stay.
Not at all. An empty chair makes for a great listener. I have no friends.
Hey, no, talk to the
Lucas
chair.
saw his dad's chair by the pond. It reminded him of the days they'd pack up a couple of sandwiches and fish until sundown.
Oh, I miss doing that. Oh, damn it, now it's a flashback. Right in the feels. Go pick out your bait from the tackle box, buckaroo.
Luca opened the tackle box and picked the perfect bait. Luca gently baited a feather onto the hook. Good for skimming the surface.
You have to actually do something.
Luca tied a shoestring to the hook. What fish could resist a nice shoestring?
Oh.
Oh,
Where do you think the
where do you think the other one is?
Hard to say. When we put him down there, he had both on. Sometimes things just drift away.
That's not fair.
No, it's not. We'll have to move him.
Well, wherever it is, I hope at least the other boot has a sock for company.
Luca gently baited a feather onto the hook. Good for skimming the surface.
I'm just being careful because I don't want to snap the line, if that's the thing.
Yeah.
Duck.
A rubber ducky!
Well, I'll be switched. Sure old rubber ducky. You were just a little drooling ball of fur when you lost that. Cried for days. Told you to turn up. Do I have to do this a set number of
Luca
times?
gently
or-
but first.
No, you probably got to talk to Dad again now that you've caught both the things.
Looks like we could use some new bait. What do you say we head out and find some more? After you waste
maybe,
this
yeah.
one. I'm gonna hold it in and see what happens. Oh, yeah, there's line stress. Rubber duck round 2. You went back in time somehow.
I guess you probably got to leave.
Yeah.
The boys had a good thing going. As long as they kept old Jeff happy, they had an endless source of precious materials to add to the treehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a clubhouse. Wasn't in a tree.
After Luca's father had passed, Rollo became obsessed with them building their own Hank atomic star scraper. It was some time before Luca realized it was Rollo's way of keeping him occupied. On certain nights, when the clouds were just right, the boys could tune into strange patterns of static. Rollo thinks it's aliens. He always thinks it's aliens.
Yeah, it's just a number
Because it's
station.
aliens.
Luca's winter coat decommissioned for the summer. With the cold holding out longer than usual, he reconsidered its usefulness.
Okay, what's this top secret plan to start our summer?
So you know the abandoned warehouse by my place?
The old Valentine building?
Well, it isn't abandoned.
What makes you think that?
Get this. Last night it was glowing.
Glowing? Are you sure?
Kinda.
That place has been empty since...
Since the fall harvest?
Yeah,
Who would even want to poke around a place like that?
we would, Rolo. We would. I
Wait,
love that
wait.
expression.
It is a very good expression. Wait. It's just a busted old warehouse. I mean, we could just do some research at the library. You actually want to go to the warehouse? What do you expect to find?
Answers. My mom's out there somewhere. And it seems like everyone wants to pretend that she's gone for good. You don't have to come, Rolo, if you don't want to.
Luca, remember that time I accidentally burned down the chicken coop? And you jumped in and said it was your fault when my boss throttled me? This is a flaming chicken coop sort of deal. I got your back.
Thanks, Rolo.
I think about it. Poking around the decrepit fertilizer warehouse is exactly how I want to spend the first day of summer. Let's go! And he's gone.
And he's gone. Before anything can happen, boom!
Luca looked
Sing.
up at the satellite dish. Rolo nearly killed himself putting that up into the tree.
Pull!
While it didn't turn the radio into an interstellar communicator, as he'd hoped, it did at least boost the signal enough to overhear truckers one town over.
Oh, that's cool.
It actually worked? Holy shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's an antenna.
It looks like it's made of rope.
It's
Like,
It's
like, I get, it's a trash can, but it looks like it's made of rope. Like, there's no cables involved.
oh, string can take signal, sort of.
Yeah, not radio waves, actual sound waves from your mouth.
Look, don't question it. It works. I don't know where to go from here.
Oh, there's Rolo.
I'm just catching my breath. Oh, come on.
That's what happens when you're on at full throttle.
Bonnie!
Hi, Mrs. Nelson.
Morning, Luca. Any big plans for the summer?
Not really. Heard anything about the old fertilizer warehouse? Any strange happenings?
Can't say I have. Either way, a dusty old warehouse, no place for a young boy. He'd be safe now. I love that the newspaper is the Beacon.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Also, if we're now talking about the warehouse, random people,
Well, I mean, it's a new location.
yeah, hold on. Oh, nope, they're non-interactable.
Miss Hatch could often be found near the fountain, too absorbed in a book to be distracted.
Two wandered down the wooded path unaware of the danger ahead. Oh, this is getting good. I read out loud, so it's everybody's problem.
I'm like the people who listen to, their music on the subway or whatever, but more pretentious somehow. Piper,
Oh, hey, Luca, what's up?
you know it's summer break, right?
Of course.
And it's like the morning,
Correct.
and you're studying?
Like they say, the early bird gets the proper education required for a successful, fulfilling career later in life.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
Look at the cool kids.
these people are so cute.
They are. Hey, Zariel.
Hi, Luca. Could you please tell this lazy butt to help out in the cafe?
Lumi, Zariel would like you.
Luca, let me give you a little gem of advice. You never do what you don't love, then you'll never work a day in your life. Wow. You're really setting the kid up for success. You take it.
Luca, just the fella I was looking for. Hey, Roxy, what's up?
Oh, right. Rendezvous with Roxy. This is an important turning point. The first time where your charms will change the course of fate. And currently, we only have one suitable charm at our disposal. Have no fear, we can always return later using the Chronicle once we find more charms. Well, now I'm just rambling. Where were we?
Have you seen my blockhead brother today? He skipped out before breakfast. Well, not really, no. Can't say I have. Can't say or won't say. Roxy, would I lie to you?
Luca, wait up! I almost forgot to tell you. Roxy might be lurking around here. This is one of her favorite places to stand around and be useless.
Rolo!
So we need to make sure she doesn't spot us.
Rolo!
Why are you doing that turning thing with your body? But you're not scared, are you? She's harmless. You're the chump. She's right around that corner, isn't she?
Yep. Don't mind me, just over here lurking uselessly.
Hey, sis. Nice weather, huh?
I couldn't help but notice you snuck out this morning before breakfast.
Wasn't hungry.
Also couldn't help but notice your morning chores were left unchored.
I'm gonna level with you. I'm sick and tired of digging up carrots.
We gotta pick up the slack since the foul harvest.
Almost every carrot I dig up is rotten. And the rest look like they were hit with Hankatomic shrink array.
All the more reason to keep digging.
There's gotta be more to life than puny carrots. No one likes a puny carrot. Look, Roxy, Luca and I have places to be, so if you don't mind...
Oh, I do mind. I'm not gonna catch hell again because of you. So either you march yourself home and harvest those carrots, or I haul you home myself.
Rolo froze as Roxy took a step toward him, cracking her knuckles. Luca knew he had one chance to save his friend from being dragged home.
Be a little chill.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little chill.
Come on, Roxy, it's the first day of summer. The sun's shining and we just want to take it easy. Let's leave tomorrow's problems for tomorrow.
That's great and all, but Rolo's problems have a way... That's you again, sorry.
That's me again. That's great and all, but Rolo's problems have a way of becoming my problems. And Pa always says, tomorrow's work is best left for yesterday. March, you big oaf.
Rats. I expect a full report about the Valentine place. A full report! Give me pictures of Spider-Man.
So, Fitz, what are you up to this lovely day?
Nope.
Cool, cool, cool.
Wasn't a correct Okay.
Okay, so yeah, we gotta get back. Sharper Valentine, founder of Beacon Pines. Never underestimate what a great man can do given time, Sharper
A
Valentine.
bit much, if you ask me.
You wrote it.
Indulgent. Maybe you have to be a little indulgent with her. Nope.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little chill.
Well, we know how this goes.
Yep.
Spider-Man! Nope.
Holden Wilder ran the local paper of record. The Beacon.
Hey, Mr. Wilder.
Morning, Luca. What's the day have in store for you?
I was wondering if you heard any news about...
News? The Beacon knows the news that needs knowing.
Any news about the old fertilizer warehouse?
That would be olds. I don't deal in olds. Nope.
Oh. Rolo thought he saw some lights there last night.
Rolo ought to be careful poking around that part of town. The wind's a changer blowing. Change is a dangerous animal.
Change.
The Up at Dawn newsstand. It's a
It's a
batty
bat.
Hold on, there's a...
Snark me.
Hold on, I gotta mess around with things first.
Snark me. I guess Mrs. Fratelli is getting ready for the festival. Snark me. Hey, Dawn. Sorry to wake ya.
Yeah, you...
No problem, it comes with the job.
Dawn had dreams of becoming a big-time reporter. At night, she searched for the story that could be her big break. By day, she hawked papers at the newsstand.
What's up? Rolo said he saw something strange going on at the warehouse. You know anything about that? You might say I've heard some things. I'm working on a story about it right now. So what's going on? Can't say quite yet. I still need to follow up on a few leads. Keep me in the loop, okay? Sure thing. Things seem to be quiet in town today. Yep, everyone is preparing for the festival. Should be back to normal tomorrow. Catch you then? Catch you then. Oh, and Luca? I'm really sorry I haven't been able to find out anything about your mom yet. I'm just grateful that you tried. I'm still keeping my ears up. And screaming. "Ah!"
and screaming.
It's what bats gotta do.
Yeah, I know. Go this way? Oh. Buds
Look
and
at the
balls.
lizard.
Oh my god, the lizard. No touching.
The lizard and
Smack. Hit the watermelon 20 times. I got an achievement. That was a really fast 20. Hold on.
That's stupid. Hey, Griffin. How's the ice cream gig going?
Not great. Still pretty cold out. I'm in the business of selling cold.
I'm sure things will warm up soon. Mr. Tolliver's not at his grocery stand?
He's prepping for the... I don't know why I chose that voice. He's prepping for the festival, I guess.
Gotcha. Look at that little fennec. Hey, Bert. Hi, Luca.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm doing some fact-checking for the town history exhibit.
Would you like
How do I get out of
autograph?
Elmo's world?
Fuck. Look, kid, I'm just here to put up the lights.
But did you know? When the town was founded, there were only 7 citizens? And they all worked for a mining company? And there was only one dirt road leading into town? And
There still is only one road leading to town.
oh, right.
Just looking for activity.
Yep. Everybody hydrate. Stretch and posture check. Gato is here. Hola, gato.
Oh, wait. Oh, crap.
Hey, Solomon.
Apologies, no time for chit-chat.
Luca knew that if he gave up now, he'd never hear the end of it from Rollo.
I was gonna look at Town Hall, damn you.
I don't think you were able... don't think there was anything to do it. Beacon Pines Martins? I mean, there could be Pine Martins. Looks like the library hasn't opened yet. I'll check back later.
Luca, my boy, hold up a tick.
Oh, hi, Mr. Nungreed. I was just on my way to...
I just sold the last jar of your grandmother's preserves. Can't stock shelves fast enough, turns out.
Hey, that's great, but I'm actually...
Guess Juniper will just have to swing by with more of her lovely jam. That's a euphemism.
Uh-huh.
Now don't let this old man slow you down. You just remind her that she still owes me that dance.
A promise Gran regretted the second it was made.
Will do.
She's a fine woman, that Juniper.
Yeah, she's pretty cool, I guess.
Real fine woman. Quality time.
Gotta go.
What is this Beacon Pines game? It's a, kind of a
Adorable?
really adorable choose your own adventure. Kinda.
And this guy's a creeper. Just called that grandmother sweeter than any jam on earth. It's not a thing you say about people.
Part of Perennial Harvest's Beacon Pines Reborn initiative.
Oh man, it's gotta be set in, like, turn of the century.
It didn't see much use.
Turn of the
Last-
millennium.
No, like, previous century.
They didn't have phone booths in the year 1899.
No, 19... I'm gonna say this is 1950-something.
That's not a century.
Shut up. Oh, hey, Luca.
Hey, Joey. How's the bug hunt going?
Not great. Bugs have been shy this week.
Bugs get shy?
Of course, sure, bugs aren't that different from people. Sometimes they just want to be left alone. You're gonna go into Weepwood. Just be careful where you step.
No bug crunching. Got it.
I don't know what this thing is, but it's adorable.
I mean, it looks like a dog. Like, looks like a Boston Terrier or something. Like, the hat makes it weird, but...
The path led into a small hollow at the edge of Weepwood.
Okay, no turning back now. Eat the mushrooms. Eat the mushrooms and perish. Caution, electrified fence. Is that sign new?
The fence thrummed with a gentle electric buzz.
Okay, so what would Rolo do if he was here?
Luca often
Charge
asked
right in.
himself what Rolo would do, so that he could rule out that option.
I'm definitely not touching that thing.
Well, time
Luca
to turn back.
knew that if he gave up now,
Well, let's go through our options.
I'm sorry. Radioactive waste? Hey, actually, yeah. Oh,
sparks flew from the fence. The light atop that section shut off. 2 bulbs remained.
You know, I have to find out what happens.
no, you just can't go through it. That's the section that you just hit.
Look, I'm not smart.
1 more to go.
That's 2. Dang it, doggo. Now the phrase, the more wrinkly the raisin, the more sweet the pulp is circling in my brain because of your dialogue.
Bad and fried. Moment of
Okay,
truth.
moment of truth.
Dead.
Every kid in town knew the old Valentine fertilizer building. Long abandoned, the warehouse once served as the industrial heart of Beacon Pines. Now, it stood only as a reminder of things left behind. The dormant building showed strange signs of life.
Okay, so Rolo wasn't exaggerating for once. What's going on here?
There was only one way to find out. The hose emitted a subtle sound. It was actively draining some kind of liquid. The water looked almost diseased. It flowed slowly into the woods.
Frolic in the diseased water.
Oh, yeah, look at the trees. That's fucked up. Wow, that smells awful. Too bad Rolo's not here. He'd have no problem poking around in there.
Can I close it? Nope. Okay.
Nope. That's just, remember you have to do that with Rolo here in the other timeline. Bad end eventually. Carcinogens. So many carcinogens. Locked.
Luca thought he heard faint sounds coming from the other side of the door. He pressed his ear against the cold metal to hear better.
A zipper?
The
Footsteps?
sound of footsteps grew louder.
Hello?
Shit.
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 Okay then.
The heavy steel door knocked Luca to the ground. Disoriented, he looked up to see an imposing figure silhouetted in a green glow. It lunged toward him. He tried to scramble away, but felt a gloved hand latch onto his ankle. Luca watched his fingernails leave trails in the dirt as the hand slowly dragged him back through the door, into the lab, into the green light.
This is a story about change.
About change. It was far from the sort of change Luca imagined for himself. But change is, after all, a dangerous animal. The end? I probably should have warned you about this. There are many paths that our story can take. Most will end in tragedy. But don't let that discourage you. We will find the ending that this story deserves. I just know it. From here on out, a charm will have a check mark when it's been used to its full potential at a given turning point. Now, let's try something different.
Well, we've used
Appar-
all of these. But
You have
now,
to be shit.
in the past, found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a
Was
little
to be a
shit.
little shit.
In the past, we found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little shit.
Make a break for it.
What have you done? Ah!
Did that little shit just kick me? Run all you want, you little twerps. You gotta come home eventually. That's not the voice I did for her, but... Sorry. Sorry about that. Rolo can get overexcited sometimes.
Solomon Valentine, current ward of and future successor to the Valentine fortune, huffed as he brushed off his pants.
Town of complete and utter fools. One wonders if it's worth taking anything seriously here.
Either way, I'm really sorry.
No matter. How are you doing?
Me?
Yes, was all that business about your mother and whatnot.
Oh, I'm getting by.
Still no word from her at all?
No.
That is truly a shame. Your grandmother has taken residence to keep house?
Yeah,
How's that going?
we mostly stay out of each other's way.
You make it sound like she's rarely at home.
It's not like that. She just has a lot to do.
Mm-hmm.
She's still settling in and trying to figure out how to make ends meet.
Indeed. Well, count your blessings. It's better to have a caretaker who's rarely around, in lieu of one who tries to compensate by smothering you with attention.
That doesn't sound so bad.
Trust me when I say it's best to rely on yourself. Family has a way of creating more problems than they solve.
Solomon trifled a gesture toward the approaching heiress Valentine.
Speak of the devil.
Do not wander off like that. I'm much too busy to be looking all over for you.
Apologies, heiress. I was just taking a stroll through town.
Strolls are for commoners. You're a Valentine now. I want you to be present for the construction of the History Museum. The future of this town relies on its ability to remember our family's great past.
Of course.
You gonna talk to Jam Jars again?
Luca, my boy, hold up a tick.
Sorry, Mr. Nungrade, kinda in a hurry right now. Oh.
Boy's got too much of his father in him. Beat that out of him, too. I win! Little help. I am the champion. Just say.
Can you just say I love Rolo?
Yeah.
We were racing?
Did that road get longer?
Like anything ever changes around here.
It seemed longer.
You're just lightheaded from the run. You really need to pace yourself better next time.
Not sure why I would take advice from second place.
Has that sign always been there?
Wait, what?
Caution, electrified fence.
No, that's definitely no. Creepy.
How are we gonna get around an electric fence?
Don't worry, I've got this.
Why did you do that?
Pa always says you can figure out what the plan was when you're done.
Great, what now?
Well, I did my part and established that touching the fence is bad. I'm sure you can handle it from here. I'll supervise. From a safe distance. Oh, you're a genius.
Yeah, I just used the memories of my alternate time death self.
I think that did it. Luca, you never fail to impress.
As the glowing windows of the old warehouse came into view, Rollo began to bounce excitedly.
Check it out.
Dang, Rollo, you weren't exaggerating for once.
Was there ever any doubt?
This definitely needs investigating.
Good thing 2 8 detectives are on the case. 1 second.
I love this art style. It's so
really good.
freaking adorable.
This is
This is bizarre.
This is awesome.
Rumble! Did you feel that?
What, the excitement in the air? Bet your butt I did. Check out this puddle.
That's not normal.
And this hose. I'm gonna drink it. Aw, man, the door's locked.
Try harder.
No dice. It won't budge. Oh well. This dumpster's new, right? I bet it's got stuff in it. Can't really see what's in here.
Who did all of this?
My nose is itching. I think I smell some treasure.
Are you sure that isn't the hazardous waste?
Just help me get in.
Rollo, it would be my honor to throw you in the trash. Excellent.
Just fucking chuck the kid up there. Okay. Come on, Lady Luck.
So, hang on. So what's in there?
Let's see. The squishy bag of squish.
Wow.
A good inch of stagnant sludge.
Your natural habitat.
Wait, hold the phone. Hold 2 phones. Check these bad boys out.
2 phones. Are those walkie-talkies?
Just like Hank Atomic Communicators, this is definitely 50s-ish.
Do these actually work? Ground command to Hank Atomic. Hank, do you read me?
It's Hank Atomic Ground Command coming in 555.
How are your vital readouts, Hank?
It's getting a little stuffy in here. Requesting assistance for evac.
Help is on the way.
What was that?
What was... Someone's coming, give me your hand.
I'm trying, my hands are covered in squish.
Scoot over, I'm coming in. They threw the mutagenic ooze on them. Tell me you saw that?
Dude, I don't know what I saw.
He's coming back, get down.
There's Hughes.
No, that's a corpse.
The boy sat petrified under the weight of the bag.
Oh god, tell me that's not what I think it is.
Look, do you know what separates run-of-the-mill detectives from ace detectives?
A ridiculous hat.
When the chips are down, ace detectives dig
Rollo
deeper.
felt around at the large sack which burdened them.
Aha,
Snapped off a tag from just within a small zipper opening in the bag.
it's some sort of badge or something.
What's it say?
Rollo held the badge up to a faint shaft of light within the dumpster.
Dr. Prescott, Deep Engineering. It's a name tag.
Let's throw away a bag. full of slimy old name tags.
I think it's just one name tag and a bag full of something else.
Okay. I think we should make a break for it.
Stay calm. This is no time to panic.
I'm not panicking. You're panicking.
Rolo, calm down. You don't have to squeeze my hand so hard. Oh, they're holding hands.
Dude, I am not holding your hand.
Quit messing around. What other slime-covered hand would be in here? Ah! That's a corpse hand!
I
I'm beginning to see the benefits of your Run for Our Lives plan.
rightly clearly established that I'm faster than you, so I'll go first.
Why not go together?
Let me check the coop, Luca. Make sure your coast's clear. After I go count to 100. If you hear me yell, run. If you don't hear me yell, run. Actually, either way, haul ass.
Rolo, I'll give you credit. You sure found an eventful way to start our summer.
That's what I do. Here goes nothing.
Lucas sat in the dark, tracking the sound of Rolo's footsteps
Well.
as he ran. 1,
That was a turn.
3. He pressed his ear to the dumpster wall, straining to hear Rolo's footsteps as they faded away. 15, 16, 17. He tried not to think about the contents of the dumpster as he counted. 35, 36, 37. The thick stench made it hard to breathe. Screw it, that's long enough. Luca carefully lifted the lid and peered out. Nothing. No sign of Rolo. No sign of the man in the yellow suit. Time to haul ass. Luca clambered from the dumpster, stumbling to his knees. He was up like a shot and running, sprinting toward home as fast as he could. Beacon Pines flew by, blurred by the tears that welled up in his eyes. He wouldn't remember getting home at all that night. Throwing his front door open, storming up the stairs to his room, and surrendering to sleep almost as abruptly as he hit his pillow.
Still covered in corpse juice.
Finding a friend. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. Uh-huh. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rolo get up to yesterday? Oh, nothing interesting. Hello? Calm down. No, of course it was the right thing to do. Start gathering, folks. I'll be right there. Are you sure there isn't anything you want to tell me about yesterday? Anything I want to tell you? Not really. We just sort of ran around a bit.
Gran's brow furrowed. She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
I have to go take care of something. You are to stay in this house for the day. Under no circumstances are for you to leave. What? If I'm not back by dinner, there's stew in the icebox. But nothing. You are to stay here, understand? Yeah. Say it. I'll stay here until you get back. Good. Well, that was strange.
Well, Time to see what's going on. I'm outside. You can't stop me. Ha ha ha.
Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
Sound floated in the air.
Is that coming from inside the house? Hang on. Oh. Okay, it's not SOS. Probably took it up to your room. Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? Rolo, is that you? Over? Strange.
Luca glanced at the now silent walkie-talkie. He wasn't sure what to think.
Wait. I wanted to change out of the sweater.
Too late.
Damn. I'm getting.
Oh, hey, Roxy. Hey, this is about me, accidentally kicking you yesterday. Is Rolo here? No? Look at me, Luca. This is serious. Is Rolo here? No, I haven't seen him since yesterday. Rolo didn't come home last night. What?
A pit formed in Luca's stomach.
Where was the last place you saw him? We were playing around in Weepwood, and then it was late and we went home. Weepwood? If he's alive, I'm gonna kill that little creep. Is there anything else? Anything that he said?
Luca's mouth felt dry.
No, we were just messing around. Okay. I need to go let people know to check the woods. You just stay out of trouble. Go see if he's hiding in the library or something.
Luca could feel his heart beating in his throat.
Rolo. Where are you?
Oh, I'm gonna take the walkie-talkie with me.
I don't think you're gonna be able to, but give it a shot.
Luca glanced at the... He wasn't sure what...
Nope. Okay. That is not the door. That is the fireplace.
Correct.
I don't think I went this way last time. Oh,
That's
right.
where you came from.
There's nothing here but a corpse.
Well, we've seen one of those already.
The road leading to Beacon Pines was long and uninspiring. A sort of natural barrier for the impatient.
Hey, Bert. Have you seen Rolo? Nope. Though I've been mostly talking to clipboards. They're setting up lots of stuff for the festival. This one said he had to process some answers. I told him that was fine. I'll wait right here until he gets back.
Howdy, Luca.
Hello again, Pete.
I'm not Pete, you silly goose. It's Toby.
You could have fooled me.
Well, hey, it's no problemo. The important thing is we'd love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, I'm getting that impression.
We're all part of something special, Luca. And it all starts...
Right here in Beacon Pines, I got it.
Toby looked up from the clipboard excitedly.
That's right. So how about you start by telling me?
Look, no offense, but I've got my own stuff to take care of.
Ah, you joker. We're all a part of this together. You'll let us know when you're free to answer a few questions. You will.
You will.
We really need to get back to work. Just a couple more minutes. Roxy said she will be here, then she will be here. Just don't see why I'm standing around, doing nothing, and waiting for Roxy, when I could be standing around, doing nothing, and getting paid for it. Come on, Lumi, Roxy needs our help. Now, well, good intentions don't qualify as legal tender.
Tender. Technically he didn't see his friend get kidnapped. He saw his friend running away. Because that was a thing. Ugh, my parents wouldn't listen.
No offense, but isn't Rolo always getting into trouble?
Something feels different this time. Excuse
What
me.
can we do to help?
We need to check where the adults aren't. So I guess it's up to us to check Weepwood.
Our shift doesn't end for another couple hours.
That's
Spend
still you.
time making posters. That would be great. I guess.
Right. Fitz and I will check Weepwood. We'll be back later to pick up the posters.
I think my dad has a map of Leapwood. Let's swing by my house and grab it before we head out. Hi, Luca, what's up?
You haven't seen Rolla around recently, have you?
He doesn't come around here much. Not since they made a rule that he could only order decaf. His eyes went wide in disbelief. What do you mean he vanished? That's impossible. Oh my, he doesn't even see the danger he's in. What's this about a missing child? I must stress that the situation's completely under control.
That was me.
Yeah. Fine, you get it.
I must stress that the situation completely under control.
Oh, it just seems so terrible. Are you sure there's nothing we can do to help?
Nonsense. Young Mr. Carter will turn up safe and sound, I am certain. You just focus on settling in. I trust my sister has supplied you with suitable lodging.
Oh yes, Miss Valentine has been more than accommodating. We're just telling our daughter, Bex, that... Where'd she go?
Lesbians! Hey Griffin, has Rolo been by?
Haven't seen him all day. Sure, he'll show up safe and sound. When he does, tell him there's a strawberry chocolate double scoop waiting for him. On the house.
He'll like that. Hey, Ilson.
History Museum. It's laughable, really.
Did you happen to see Rolo in there?
No, just a shadow of a family clinging onto a town clinging onto the past.
Cling.
Feel free to check for yourself, but don't expect to have your mind blown.
Waterwell Marble stimulates my happy senses, yeah.
Pines is a great town. What you may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots. And that is why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one Sharper Valentine. Young Sharper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. a vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here, in Beacon Pine. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose. But then tragedy struck, a scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Shopper away from us far too soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Sharper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow.
There's something poetic about him
Follow his example
You
and
dropping
grow a
shit
bountiful future.
on the city.
Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Company Reverence Fund.
That was in a museum.
That was unhelpful. Hey, Dawn. Is it true about Rollo? Yeah, he didn't come home last night. I wonder if it's connected. Connected to what? I was checking in on reports about increased activity around town. What sort of activity? Windowless trucks, mechanical noises, strange lights. Your typical shady stuff. Who would be doing all that, and why? Well, I have a few leads. The Valentine family is always suspicious. Perennial Harvest certainly has the resources. Do you have any idea where Rollo could be? The best place to start looking is where the trail went cold. Where did you see him last? We were in Weepwood. Right by Valentine's Fertilizer. I'll check out Weepwood when my shift ends. I'll do my best work at night. When I can scream and no one will hear me. That's the joy of ultrasonics. To the library. Are you a penguin?
There are rarely any actual new additions, simply a variety of existing content rotated into the front display each week.
Not fooling anyone.
Oh, the cobs I've eaten. A salad-centric travel guide for the mildly adventurous.
Yuck.
Sally Seashore's simple succulent sundries. Luca brushed off a smudge of dust. Or maybe it was flour. 30 recipes so easy you'll doubt it's even edible.
Succulent.
A peek behind the curtain. The methods and ruminations of Patrick C. Montesquieu. One of the greatest acting minds of our time. By Patrick C. Montesquieu.
Oof.
Mycological phosphorescence.
More like my complete loss of interest.
The bottom corner shelf was a dusty array of thick science books. Only one binding was clean enough to read. Cellular Biology and the Chemistry of Mitosis.
Boring.
The entire top level of the library was devoted to comics, most of which were Hank Atomic and the myriad of lesser revered spin-offs.
We perused all the library shelves in a single branch. Got an achievement. Achievement was nerd.
Kato volunteered at the library during the summers. He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single subject, making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge.
It's a comic book character in this world. It's
Yeah, not real.
Not a real
Just
thing.
in this.
If you were to ask Kato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
Hey, Kato.
Kato was lost in his reading. Luca crooked his neck to see the title, Introduction to Melitology.
Ahem.
Oh, hey, Luca, you snuck up on me.
Good book?
Don't know, it just started it.
He gestured to the shelves.
I'm really running out of books I haven't read yet. That's on to the wonderful world of bees. Turns out, bees are pretty cool. For instance, did you know that 70% of bee species actually live on underground tunnels? Or if that there are 2 queens in a hive, they'll fight to the death for supremacy.
Fight!
I love that.
Fighto! That's interesting, but... You haven't seen Rollo around recently, have you?
Not since yesterday.
Keep an eye out for him, okay?
Sure thing. If I see him, you'll be the first to know.
Hey, Jace.
Oh, hey, Luca.
Did Rollo come by?
Nope. I was actually surprised. It's usually here early on days when a new issue drops. Rollo is the biggest Hank Atomic fan I know, besides myself.
Well, if he does swing by, tell him to meet me you-know-where.
I don't know where.
No, he knows where.
Oh.
Whoa.
Roger that, Space Cadet.
Oh.
What sort of monster puts candy behind the locked door?
Oh yeah, Mr. Nuncreed works weird hours sometimes.
Of course he does. How about you?
When do I work?
Oh, what's your name?
Luca Van Horn. You new here?
Yep, not by
That's when we
choice.
moved often, giving her little time to establish any real connections. She would tell you she prefers it that way.
I'm looking for my friend Rollo. He didn't come home last night.
So he's missing?
I guess so.
Like, missing? Does this sort of thing happen a lot around here?
Luca shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. So, I should probably get going.
Capitalism. Hey, wait up.
What?
Beck pulled a coin from her pocket.
I'm coming with you.
What?
So says the unlucky penny.
Unlucky?
Yeah, well, technically it lands on heads. Leaves this kid to find his friend alone. But I always do the opposite.
Oh, it's kind of like me and Rollo. I guess Rollo is my unlucky penny.
That settles it. A person should never be without their unlucky penny. Let's go find him. The name's Beck.
Pleasure to meet you, Beck. I suppose I could use some help. Try to keep up. Joey, have you seen Rollo around?
No, sorry, Luca. 1 second. I had my eyes in the dirt looking for beetles. Can't seem to find any.
He never came home last night.
Do you think it's because it's colder than normal?
I don't see why that would have anything to do with Rollo.
No, it's the beetles. Do you think the temperature confused their circadian rhythm or something?
Who's to say? I'm no beetologist. Just keep an eye out for him, would you?
Of course. Beetles.
The Valentine Mansion loomed over every other building in town, both figuratively and literally.
Huh. Nothing here.
After the foul harvest destroyed their wealth and reputation, the Valentines shuttered off their estate from the rest of town.
Heck of a thing if they find a small dead cat, kid. I'm not sure this is this sort of game. Well, we did see the dead hand. like, get flung out. And it was drawn on the talk sprite. So, oh.
Dang.
Damn, they boarded up the way in. More of the trees were fucky than usual.
Check out this puddle of green.
Luca felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid. The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
Is this sort of thing normal around here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expected from this place.
What, you don't have ecto cooler?
And not for
I have no
another
idea what
40
that stuff
years.
is.
Well, the next obvious step is science.
And what does science suggest?
Poke it with a stick.
Luca watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo. Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood. First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
What the?
Cool.
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray. Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay. So the science tells us this gunk is weird as hell.
Yeah, it seems dangerous. Hey, Tish, look what the cat dragged in.
Yup.
I don't have time for this right now, Iggy.
And now, the one-man show where Iggy insults himself.
Don't say things like that. It hurts Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish?
Yup. She looks fine to me.
Why, hello. I don't think we've been properly introduced. Iggy is the name. This is my compatriot, Tish.
Yep.
You've probably heard of us.
Can't say I have.
I forgave you just this once, on account of you being new around here. Why would you hang out with this dud?
Oh, he seems pretty alright.
Iggy, why do you have to be so... you?
Question I ask myself constantly.
Has he even told you that his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. It's true, they got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him.
This kid's going into the green stuff.
Yeah, he is. Iggy, I'm only gonna say this one time. Don't talk about my family. Well, look who's grown a backbone now that a girl's around. First his pops croaked. Then his mom finally couldn't take it anymore and bounced.
Iggy took a step towards Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle. Beck could see tears
Quickly,
in
murder him.
Luca's eyes.
Murder
his
him.
Fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city, but a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought.
Well, time to bust out the...
Tickle or the strange?
strange.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
All right, Luca. Luca, looks like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's weird when people don't talk.
Yep.
Stop being a weirdo. Hello? You some kind of wackadoo?
Definitely 50s-ish.
Makes sense. Wackadoos travel in packs, eh, Dud?
At the sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Yay!
Iggy's clothes were drenched in the glowing ooze.
You jerk, my clothes are ruined. I'm gonna...
Iggy's voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
struggle. I don't feel so good. Health? What the fuck? I'm sorry. I just...
It's gonna age him on the parts of the body he got splashed, and then they're gonna hyper age until death, and then he'll just partially decay.
That's possible.
Oh shit! Yup. Cool.
Alright. Well,
That was intense.
Iggy's gonna be okay, right?
Nothing about this seems okay.
Person at the warehouse. This strange ooze and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
We have to find Rollo.
You took the words out of my mouth. Don't splash into the green stuff. Whoa there, little buddies. You startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town?
We were just helping look for Rollo.
Oh, you haven't heard the good news? He showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really? So where was he? It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. That could be disorienting, you know? I'm starting to get that impression. Rollo's at his house now getting some well-deserved rest.
Wow, that's a relief. I don't trust this.
You two should scurry along before you get lost yourselves.
Yeah, come on back. I can't wait to introduce you to Rollo.
Oh, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you.
She was?
She was worried sick. You should march straight home.
I guess.
I bet your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. You talk with Nellie about work
Beck
anyway.
glanced toward Luca.
I guess all's well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rollo tomorrow.
Sure. Glad he's okay.
Well, that's not right.
Rollo was safe. A wave of relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me. If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4. Our harvest awaits. Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Gran? I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran?
Oh, everything's fine.
Maybe you should stay here, you can get an achievement.
Maybe. I'm actually kind of upset that I didn't get into this game way earlier, because I fucking love this.
Yeah, this is good. Okay, that's long enough.
Is it, though?
Yes, we are streaming. That still tickles me. Gran, I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rollo.
Hmm.
Gran, Roxy came over. She was worried about him. So I figured you wouldn't mind if I helped look for him. Turns out Rollo is safe and sound.
And Grandma's dead.
Luca was alone. The house was empty.
So, Gran's not back yet. Guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess.
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him without turning. He spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "We're fishing with bees?" Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one." Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. "Interesting choice." With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. The wrong choice. But I respect it. The pond began to freeze over. "Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right." Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. "Dad, I don't understand." "Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal." The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. "Dad, look out!" His father casually wound the reel. "None of it's your fault, you know. Never was." "Dad, we have to go." Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. "Please, you have to run." The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hand. "That's the thing about fishing, Luca." His chest began to crystallize. "You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out." A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet. "Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean?" The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply.
This is fucked up.
That was pretty fucked up.
Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
Rollo?
Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Luca.
Rollo, is that you?
Luca. There.
Rollo, it's the middle of the night.
Thank God. Listen, I don't know how long this thing will work down here.
Down here?
Rollo's voice was coming through more clearly now, but some words were still just static.
Listen to me, someone grabbed me yesterday.
What? The man in the hazmat suit?
It was... took me to some sort of... I think I'm underground.
Underground? Are you okay?
Kinda. They seem more interested in... for now, at least.
Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe.
Carrot, no. Trust... He's... Hold on,
The
someone's coming.
signal went silent.
Rollo? Rollo, where are you?
Luca held still, waiting for a response, his pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse.
Rollo's
I
voice
can barely hear you.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. You need to... The treehouse. The
With
treehouse.
that, the signal died for good.
What was he trying to say about the treehouse? You need to use the satellite dish. Get better reception. The antenna! He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Rollo, you're a genius.
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
Hang on, I gotta
Those
make
trees
sure
weren't
Dad's
that
still
color
dead.
yesterday.
I don't keep track.
Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
So we all understand our roles.
You can count on me. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now.
I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Refuse.
Hiram, you just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right. You can count on me. I just wish we could have made that deal with Harris Valentine. Her resources would still come in handy.
As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning.
Plans change. How's Luca holding up?
He's fine.
We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all.
I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. Gran, why are you meeting with Mrs. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Hey, Luca. Ah! Don, you scared me. How long have you been there? Oh, just a few minutes. Early today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your Gran enter the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your Gran been doing anything different recently? Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. A call from Hiram Tolliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified. Or both. Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of the scoop of a lifetime. I will. Aren't you coming out? Nah, I'm gonna stake out here for a bit longer. See ya, Luca.
Truth is, they didn't draw her below the neck.
For a town that saw few visitors, the welcome was perhaps more grand than necessary.
I did it. I changed the sign. Splendid. Did anyone see you? I don't believe so. You were right. It was simple enough to just rearrange the letters. Odd choice for a prank, though. In situations such as these, odd is
The two
good.
boys shared a mischievous grin.
Can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal. Should be quite memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. Now I'm curious. Well, there's one light on at Perennial Harvest. I better hurry up to the treehouse, which is not in this direction.
Rollo? Oh goodness, excuse me. Rollo? Rollo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rolo. Mr. Care said you were all right. What happened out there?
See that on the right? What's that on the right?
Dang it, Rolo, where are you?
On the right what?
Like behind the rocket. There's a little white thing, and
Soccer ball?
could be a soccer ball. Oh, it is a soccer ball.
Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I've got weapons in here. So you'd better come out right now.
He strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons. How could you hurt something that's already dead?
Fear gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you?
Don't you recognize me? Oh, it's Iggy, so you should be doing this.
I don't know if it is, though. I don't even recognize myself anymore.
Luca stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The
silhouette
shifted
looks like
slowly
your
from behind
character.
the rocket, revealing itself
What's
to
her name?
Luca.
Nope.
No, it was. I'm a monster. So now they hunt me like the beast I am.
Iggy.
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me. This is all your fault.
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control.
So you couldn't control yourself for a second, and I get to be like this forever?
There must be a way to fix this.
Oh, you gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day. With his positive attitude and the power of friendship. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through Weepwood. I only came in here to hide.
Is it okay for you to have very little sympathy? Yes.
Hide from who? Who's after you?
Luca! Luca!
Rolo!
It's not safe. Luca! The treehouse!
I'm at the treehouse, Rolo. Where are you?
No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe. You said you were going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse.
Who said they were going to the treehouse?
The clipboards.
What did I tell you? The perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me.
What sort of questions?
They're saying the same stuff they always do. But it's different now. Less asking, more threatening.
We're gonna figure this out, Iggy.
Yeah, well... Thanks.
Hello? Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile?
Crap, they found me.
Luca, what's happening?
Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want.
Jesus. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Can I ask you a
would love to hear
question?
your thoughts.
Do you have time for an informal chat? We'll be brief. Time is valuable to us. Please hold.
Be down in just a second.
Of course.
Of course.
They're all clones.
We have a problem.
Luca, you gotta get out of there.
Who's out there? Is it them?
Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them.
How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you were right. They are saying the same stuff, but with the creepy knob cranked to 10.
Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run.
Iggy slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC, the Mission Control Defense Cannon. From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Iggy, there you are. You gave us all a heck of a scare.
Go away. Just leave me alone.
I'm sorry, but no can do. Don't worry though, we're here to help.
Help? Then why were you chasing me?
Luca, can you talk some sense to your pal here? Just look at him, he's not well.
What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him?
Oh, that's a pretty honkin' big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. Real sick. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him.
You told me Rollo was okay, that he was back at his place resting.
Yes, poor fella just got a little lost.
That's a lie.
That's a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies.
Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo?
This kid just learned the word wackadoo like last week.
Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Listen here, you little shit. Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face. Yelling like that's gonna give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants
His
that?
grip tightened on the MCDC.
Your esophagus might be melting, too.
What did you do to Rollo, you liar?
Well, shucks, Luca. The only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting, and he's perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you. Look around. You're in quite the pickle, and I'm the only person in the whole wide world that can help you. You get to decide how this ends.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? Iggy wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
Well,
The
we
only
can-
option.
It really is the
Fight.
only option.
Luca drew
That's a
his
guy!
and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. He swung the Mission Control Defense Cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Luca summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards.
Hey! That was uncalled for, more than a little rude. Just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Turned his back on the two boys.
End this.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end. That escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here. Let's put a pin in this for now.
Cool. Alright, so we need to go back to when we fucked it all up. Oh, but we could go back a
Oh.
little earlier, too.
Yeah, you can make it be a story about struggle instead of a story about change.
Hey, Unnatural 20. It is a bit of
Hello.
Oregon, yeah. This story is about struggle.
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile. He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Lucas swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home.
Oh, hey.
3. Everything's fine. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table.
Oh, the
The
girls
sound of
played this.
silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. Uh-huh. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rollo get up to yesterday? Oh, Rollo had things to do, so I just sort of poked around town. I set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. Mm-hmm. One for Mr. Tolliver at the Bag and Wave. Another for Mrs. Fratelli at the diner. Interesting. Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed. He said he wanted some more. I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There are some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. Just make sure Fratelli and Tolliver get the ones on top.
Grandma bathwater jam?
I'm pretty sure it's more like the shitty ones go to that guy. For you now, while the day is still young.
'Cause I'm sure as fuck not.
I'm old as shit.
It's 3 numbers.
Hello, it's Juniper Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is that we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight. Into the fire!
Damn. Okay. I'm not dead and I'm not underground. Sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. Good news, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what'd you find? Give me the dirt.
Something happened. There was someone else there.
What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it would be aliens.
No.
Zombies?
No.
Alien zombies. What else could it possibly be?
Rollo. I gotta deliver these into town first. We can catch up after.
Oh, is it a whole thing? Sounds like a whole thing.
Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight.
I'm not sure what this treehouse is that you speak of.
Meet me at Mission Control.
Roger that, Space Cadet. Wait, watch your step.
Oh, sorry.
There was a whole family of beetles here. They've gone missing.
I thought they just sort of wandered around.
Everyone has a home, Luca. Even
The
beetles.
soles of his sandals.
I think we're okay.
It's weird that they're gone. went missing when the festival preparations began.
You think the noise scared them away?
Something like that. Just watch where you step. Crunch, 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 crunch.
Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. Hello, Zesty, I have stomped on your contact lens.
I don't get that reference.
That's fair.
I don't know where everything is in this town. Did you order jam? Nope.
Nope. Nada. You probably want to go up and to the right.
Does your baby need jam? Does your book need jam? Maybe. Anger from the past, mistakes not yet made, and a glimmering hope for the future. He carried them all in equal parts everywhere he went.
Hydrate. Stretch.
Heavens, what a burden to bear.
Excuse me.
That
was me,
you.
I think, yeah.
Mr. Wilder, I trust you have time to chat.
Eris Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune, had a way of making questions seem like demands.
Certainly. What seems to be the problem?
Mr. Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
I couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about this silly festival.
Well, yes. That is the news of the day.
But there was no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed.
I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. I'm just an old southern country lawyer. My readers are...
I'm just an old country hyper chicken. I'm sorry, I thought you was corn.
My readers are more so interested in this town's future, and rather than any one family in particular.
There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-on of my family was the only thing this town cared about.
So it's treason then. Well, things change, ma'am. And you know, change is a dangerous...
If you finish that thought, I will make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy.
Can I quote you? My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine.
Did I give you the impression this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder.
Want some jam? No, okay. Hey, you want some jam?
Hey, Don. Hey, Luca, what's up? They got you on jam delivery, eh? Yep. Have you seen the new kid around yet? New kid? Yeah, came in from the big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them is working for William Care and Perennial Harvest. And the other is working for Eris Valentine. And the Valentines represent Beacon Pine's past. Perennial Harvest has positioned itself as this town's future. Must make for some interesting dinner table conversations. I can imagine.
Well, if it isn't my little jam runner... I went through like 5 voices at once. Whatever it is.
Hey, Mrs. Fratelli.
She leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
You're all skin and bones. Is your gran not feeding you?
She is, it's just...
I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner. See that picture over here? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute running around in your little apron taking orders. Whole situation just breaks my heart what happened with Eleanor.
Break.
Aw.
She reminds me to a dozen characters and none at the same time. Yeah.
I got a feeling she's out there yearning to be with you again. Few things in this world keep a mother from her son.
Luca shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh yeah,
Mrs.
jam.
Fratelli lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
You even have a name on them, how
She
thoughtful.
carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
You tell your grand hello for me, Luca.
Will do.
Luca squinted at the faded photo of him and his mom at the diner. Memories of that day came flooding back.
Flashback. Aw.
You were the dad, so I get to be mom.
Yes.
I'm ready to help, Mama.
All right, little buckaroo. It's up to us to feed these folks while Mrs. Fratelli is away. I've got to deal with the inventory before I can start cooking. Do you think you can handle taking some orders in the meantime?
Yes, Mama. Hiya, Roxy.
That's you.
Oh, that is me.
Luca?
I'm helping.
Wow. Hopefully your work ethic will rub off on Rolo.
Hopefully Rolo doesn't have to deal with being child labor that's unpaid. What can I get you?
I'm not really feeling like a burger. How about a chicken sandwich with bacon on top?
Coming right up.
Find the
Um,
chicken.
Tender chicken.
Chicken tenders.
I made this.
I made this. Here you go. I call it the Love Me Tenders.
Nice.
God, Zooks, I stroked the wait
Jeff
staff.
slapped the table and gave Luca a toothy grin.
How's your pops doing?
He's been pretty busy these days.
Not dead yet, I see. I know the feeling. Tell him that Fisherati order should be ready next week, yeah?
Sure thing.
I've been in the mood for something sweet. Got a burger that can satisfy a sweet tooth.
A sweet burger?
Top it off with some grilled cactus.
Okay, he wants a peyote burger. Okay, grilled cactus.
Heart wants what it wants. Calories.
Jeff,
And death.
Jeff is pregnant. You want indulgent,
Indulgent.
succulent.
Succulent.
Oh, I get it, because a cactus is technically a succulent. Here's your order. I call it the Sweet and Stabby.
That's a brilliant name.
That's pretty good.
That's burger was bite.
And this guy is me. Aren't you a little young to be waiting tables?
Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper?
I'm just helping out. My father had me hustling when I was your age as well.
Back in the 1800s.
Father always says, children are to be sails, pulling a family ever forward. That doesn't sound very fun. There's plenty of time for fun.
After retirement.
For instance, Father and I always make time to have lunch together once a month.
He's right there, in his urn.
Luca glanced at the empty seat across from Gus.
I wasn't kidding.
Should I come back? Oh, no, it turns out Father was too busy to have lunch today. I'll just go ahead and eat alone. Oh. Silver lining is, without him around, I can have my usual. A nice stack of cold cuts topped with a pile of sloppy chili.
Potentially, that's really good. But
Yeah.
I'm just imagining cold meat and chili. I know cold cuts aren't cold per se, but it's not cooked.
Chill for cold cuts, and chill for chili. He's double chill.
They're gonna get sued by Dairy Queen.
Here you are. Cold cuts with steaming hot chili on top. I call it
User error.
the hot and cold. That's perfect. Thank you. Looks like we're missing a few things. Why don't you run out and grab some more ingredients? Okay, I'll be back.
That's you.
If I could just be left alone, young Mr. Van Horn.
Oh, sure. Sorry to bother you.
It's just that Mr. Cares asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker.
Hmm?
The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Cut out for being mayor or for public speaking? Both, I suppose. I never really chose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family. For our legacy.
That sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great.
He gets up there. I quit. And yeah. Jam.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining
Hiram.
apples.
Hiram.
More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Meticulously shining apple. Hello?
Yeah.
Yelp,
Eat.
Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no bother, no bother.
He leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I see you have something. I got him.
Sorry. Yeah.
I see you have something for me.
Yeah, Gran had some jam I'm supposed to give you.
He leaned in a bit further.
LSD. I mean, jam.
Yeah, these ones on top. She wrote your name on them.
Mr. Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes, the jam. Thank you so much for delivering this jam to me.
Reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
I'll put it on my store shelves post-it. What is this jam?
Cusco's jam, the jam for Cusco.
Okay. I should finish my deliveries.
Of course. Of course.
In for a final whisper.
Of course. Okay, your grandma is mixing some dank shit, and you ordered the dispensary.
Yeah, no, this is definitely, like weed butter jam.
How do you keep the ice cream cold?
We keep them on ice.
Where'd you get the ice from?
I don't know, somewhere cold.
How do they keep somewhere cold?
Look, Bert, do you want some ice cream or not?
No, I'm good. Do you know how I can get out of Elmo's world?
It's a fucking good bit, okay?
It's a great bit.
Jeff's hardware closed down about a year ago. The effects of the foul harvest stretched wide. When there are no crops in the field, tractors don't need fixing.
No, let's go to the library real quick.
To the library.
Hey, Kato.
Okay, yeah. Afternoon, Luca. Can I help you find something?
Maybe, maybe not.
Try me.
Well, there's been some weird stuff going on at the old Valentine warehouse. Oh, Gato doesn't know what Elmo's World is. So there's Sesame Street, and one of the characters on Sesame Street is the red monster Elmo. Might be different in different parts of the place. I know Big Bird has a Spanish-speaking cousin named Abelardo. But anyway, Elmo got his own spin-off because he was super popular, called Elmo's World. And in one of them, Bert shows up and is like, what the heck? It's true, Elmo not know how to use Elmo person pronoun.
It's true. Someone linked this to me. I don't remember which one of you did it, so I can't find it. Was it you, Iggy?
Might have been me. Are you talking about the one that was animated by...
Yes.
Yeah, that was me. As opposed to the actual proper one. Elmo has squeaky... No, oh god. And a somewhat grating laugh, it's true. Elmo's #1 rival is also Rocco the Rock.
Hold on a second. We're gonna diverge for a second here. So, because I do want to share this because it's really good.
You didn't have Sesame Street when you grew up. You had 31 Minutos, which is a Chilean show with puppets. Fair enough.
Okay. I'm not gonna switch it on the side stream. That's too many buttons.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Anyway.
Yeah, make sure we got to give the channel a good shout out.
Oh, hi, Bert.
Have you seen Ernie?
He was playing hide and seek with Big Bird.
Oh. Where am I?
You're in Elmo's World.
Oh. How do I get out of Elmo's world?
Elmo doesn't know.
Okay.
And that was that. The channel is NCS Artist.
Yes. So that was a draw over of an actual part of Elmo's World. Anyways, there's been some weird stuff going on at the old Valentine warehouse.
Where'd my mouse go? There it is. But can't say I know anything about the old warehouse. But empty hives don't stay empty for long.
Huh?
Kato motioned to the book in front of him.
The more I read about bees, the more similarities I see with people. A hive collapses and fails, it doesn't stay empty for long. The new queen will set up shop pretty quickly.
So you're saying it would make sense for someone new to start using the warehouse?
Nature abhors a Yes, nature abhors a vacuum. God, what was it? History abhors a paradox? Something like that. There was a take on this saying from somewhere else, and it always gave me chills.
I don't know. Hey, Jace.
Oh, hey, Luca. Have you seen this new issue of Hank Atomic?
Not yet. No spoilers, please.
It's awesome. It's a flashback.
No spoilers, please.
We can see how mild-mannered Henry Adams becomes Hank Atomic, man of space justice.
Jace, no spoilers!
Sorry. My point is you're gonna love it.
Alright, Jace, catch you later.
Roger that, Space Cadet. I need to take voice lessons.
I mean, me too. Got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed.
You seem chipper?
Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Mr. Nuncreed eyed Luca for a moment. then nodded in agreement.
I suppose it is.
So, do you want your jam?
Oh, right. Usually Juniper drops those off herself.
I guess she's busy today. Anyway, this is my last delivery for the day.
In that
Chris
case,
snatched the basket from Luca.
I'll hold on to the basket until next time I see you, Graham. For some quality time.
That's freaky.
Hey, you. Anchovies or pineapple?
What?
Don't think. Just answer.
Pineapple. Why?
How old are you?
12.
Perfect, follow me.
Who are you?
Anyone ever tell you ask too many questions? Just try to keep up, okay? No.
What just happened? Well. Yep.
Hey, what a crazy coincidence. Here's my new friend I was just telling you about. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep, we hit it off. Oh, really? Get this. His favorite pizza topping in the whole world is pineapple.
Oh,
And what's your new little friend's name?
Beck locked eyes with Luca.
Science moms, science moms, science moms.
The look on
Yeah,
her
no,
face
lesbians.
was equal parts expectant and desperate.
random question. The voice thing reminded me. We have Gato going on here. Luca Van Horn, nice to meet you.
I'm Nellie, and this is Ilona. Ilona? Ilona.
I've heard that every English native white man can do the Kermit voice. Is it true? It's pretty true.
I'm not white, so I can't do it.
Hello, Kermit the Frog here, and the lovers, the dreamers, and me.
That was almost Homer Simpson.
Maybe. Do you want me to be one of the parents and you be the other parent?
I can do both. We're Beck's parents.
Beck gave Luca a quick nudge.
Oh yeah, Beck told me all about you.
Already feels like we've known each other for years. So you both can stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh, darling, we never doubted you. It's just that, well, for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of a stunted development doubles. Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. What Nelly means, we just want this to be as easy on you as possible.
Gato wants a dough from me. Dough!
You can relax. A friend has been friended. This calls for a celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight.
Dinner?
She doesn't know about dinner. Does she know about second breakfast? Wow, another coincidence. I actually already asked him, and he said he would love to.
It's just...
Wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get into too much trouble now. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton.
You're welcome?
I owe you one. My moms are great and all, but they could be a bit much sometimes. Our house is a little cottage. Bleh, our house is a little cottage next to that big mansion place.
Wait, you live on the Valentine estate?
Yeah, that's the spot. Meet me by their big creepy gate. Don't be late, or I'm back at square one and it's all friend grift. Great, see you there. Meow. Meet back at the big creepy gate.
You've already spoken with her in this timeline.
Yeah, I should go tell Grandma I was.
I've made a friend.
A friend made me.
Okay, so here's the thing. Like, Beck's calling it a friend grift. This is honestly just how you make friends. right?
Yeah.
Like, you get into
Shit.
shenanigans with one another, and then
Yeah.
friendship. Okay, Grandma's
Ah.
not here.
Grandma has shifted off this mortal coil once more.
Well, no, I mean, based on our knowledge from the alternate timeline, obviously she's gone to talk with Eris Valentine.
I'm here trying to be a responsible child of the 50s through 70s.
Yeah, I mean, you still got an icebox. So, like,
Iceboxes existed in the 50s.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, how long did iceboxes go, like, stake around for, right?
Well, I mean, look, there's no television.
There's no
And
television. There is a radio involved. You got an
There's a ro-
icebox.
there's a rotary phone over here.
Mm-hmm.
The comic books are very like Captain Proton and Buck Rogers.
I
Just
kind of
keep-
get, like, 60s, 70s vibes.
Keep zooming in. Aw. Wait,
You can
what's my
only be
mission?
so cool. Your mission is to go meet with Beck outside the
No, no.
creepy gate.
No. Yes.
It literally just happened.
Right, but Rolo said to meet him at Mission Control.
Tonight, which is not night.
Do you think Jam would make good bait?
I guess it depends on what you're trying to catch.
At this point? Anything.
You fished the whole pond out, dude. It's not nighttime yet, that's all. Hi, Jeff. Good morning, Jeff.
Oh, what's so good about it? Another day further down the tubes, if you ask me.
Come on now, it's not all bad. The festival is coming up.
At the festival. Old man Valentine needs to put on cockamamie shindigs all the time. Where'd that get us?
Well, it's Perennial Harvest putting on this one. And they're doing it for the whole town.
As far as I see it, the only difference between the old Valentine Company and the new Perennial Harvest
Jeff
outfit.
dug through his pockets for a bit.
It's the difference between this empty soup can and this brown banana.
But those are both garbage.
Exactly.
Capitalism.
Would you like a banana? Oh there, little buddy. What brings you to this neck of the woods?
Oh, I was just wandering around a bit.
Wandering? How wonderful. Children and their wonderful wandering. Oh, to the young. Anyway, I can't let you pass just now. Top secret business that
Mr.
way.
Kerr winked with a wry smile.
I'm just yanking your chain. Perennial Harvest is making a few
He gave
improvements.
Luca an energetic thump on the shoulder.
Better head home now. Our harvest awaits. Clipboard for everybody.
Jeff, read that as Geoff. Yeah, there's a bunch of different ways to spell Jeff. It's weird.
So who all lives in that house?
Eris and Gus Valentine grew up there. And Solomon moved in a few years back.
The creepy little kid in the vest?
Sounds like the one.
So just 3 people live in that huge thing? I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that.
Not really. The Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. They keep it in the family, if you know what I mean.
So it's empty and boring.
Except for all the incest. Pretty much.
What a waste.
My mom says that it used to be way busier back before Sharper died. Before the fowl harvest.
Before the Empire. Okay, that's like
Okay,
the
that's like...
fifth.
Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
It's like the fifth time someone mentioned this foul harvest thing, and you all use that same ominous tone. Eventually, you're gonna have to explain that one to me. I can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way.
Oh, wisteria tree.
Most kids would have just ditched me by this point. Why are you still here?
You look like you could use some help.
You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod.
Fun.
Hey, whatever you do, don't bring up their work.
I think I can handle that.
Beck took a long breath, then gave a firm nod.
Here goes nothing.
Chapter 4.
Ooh.
Dinner with the Moodwills.
That's a name.
Moid will.
Moodwill was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love, couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
So, Luca, tell us a bit about yourself. Where do you live?
Oh, I live with my grandma. Over on the other side of the river.
Your grandma? Where are your parents at? Beck. Manners.
It's alright. My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back.
Oh, dear.
My mom's been missing for a few months now.
Like missing?
Luca's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Luca, how did you like the pizza?
Oh, it was good. Very good.
Normally, we put more effort into dinner.
Ilona nervously gestured toward the boxes.
You aren't fully settled in, and Beck can mention that's your favorite. I'm sorry, are we just skipping the part where he said his mom was missing? Beck! I'm sorry, Luca, this movie is we're tired.
Luca wiped his face with his sleeve.
No, it's fine. So, Beck said that you moved here for work?
Beck gave Luca a swift kick under the table.
Ow! I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines?
Oh, you were right the first time. We're here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Perennial Harvest just made her their newest lead researcher of deep engineering. She makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy I get to make a difference in the world. Perennial Harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture. In something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the ground.
Luca glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
What Nellie means, Luca, is that there are different ways to grow plants. Yes, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best. And some happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their dream. I'm not holding anything back. You swore you didn't.
Slammed her fist into the table. Perhaps harder than she intended.
Hey, Luca, how about some dessert?
I actually have to meet my friend Rolo soon.
Luca glanced outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
Storms are brewing. I should get going.
Oh, I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac.
Yeah, almanacs aren't that useful around here.
Luca wiped his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you all for the pizza. It really was good. Yeah, everyone does have functionally amazing eye makeup. See you at the festival, Beck.
You know, get up. I'll walk you home.
Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rollo could be prickly around new people. But Beck seemed cool. Rollo would warm up to her eventually, probably.
Uh-oh.
Rumble or break?
The clouds break and they're clear. Or the
Clouds break
clouds-
or rumble and it's stormy. I see. I got a coin here.
Alright.
Okay, so heads, rumble, tails, break.
Sure. Not like I could see it.
Tails, we're going with break.
Nope, we're doing the opposite. Rumble.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble with ominous thunder.
You sure we can make it home before the storm kicks off?
Luca surveyed the roiling clouds.
I'd say the odds are good. Maybe you should stay here and I'll just make a break for it.
At that moment, the heavens opened up, unleashing torrential rain.
Care to recalculate those odds? Hurry inside, you two, before you catch cold. Luca and Ellie will keep trying to reach your gran on the phone. In the meantime, you two hold tight. It's a good thing that kid has a loft bed. Sorry, not much to do up here, but I like it because I'm a cat and it's up high. Most of my stuff is still in the boxes, and not up here, where I like to be.
Mind if I poke around?
Yes.
This is good music.
Luca squinted into the eye hole of the microscope.
This looks wild. What is it?
Gum.
Gum?
Luca adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with increasing amounts of chewing. Chewed that one for 47 days.
Luca wiped his hand off on his sweater and gave a nervous laugh.
It's weird, I know.
Looked down, timidly tapping the ladder with her feet.
You think it's weird, don't you?
A little. But weird can be cool. Oh, wow. Rollo and I have a radio just like this at the treehouse.
Probably not exactly like this one. My mom and I tore the whole thing down to the bolts. Fitted it with some state-of-the-art vacuum tubes.
She seems pretty awesome.
She gets carried away sometimes. I think she feels guilty for working too much. The radio is also quantum entangled. So when she does have time for me, she showers me with high-tech overcompensation.
Luca flicked at one of the toggles.
I bet you can get all sorts of stations on this.
Not out here in the boonies. Only the screaming wails of the damned. You wouldn't believe the stuff I could pick up back in the city. But around here it's all farm reports and static.
Ah, shucks.
Luca bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers. Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime.
Pungent!
He flipped open the attached card.
Happy trails from Coach Walker and all the Fairview Condors.
Oh, you weren't kidding about poking around, huh?
Oh, sorry, was this from your old school?
The most recent one, yeah. Some schools give me going away cards, some did flowers, and they're really trying to feel good about themselves to do both.
So you've moved a lot.
Yeah, that's the thing with having a brilliant parent. There's always a better job somewhere else.
Those flowers would last longer if you put them in some water.
That's the sort of thing I would do if I cared.
Well, you cared enough to keep them, is all.
Can I ask you something?
Of course. Superhero pose! Dang, did that hurt?
I'm a cat. I'll be honest. I hurt more than I expected. Shit. That unlocks some old memories.
Yeah. Well, at least you looked cool doing it.
Beck took a moment to watch the rivulets of water running down the window.
You ever feel alone? Like, even when people are around?
Well, Rolo can be pretty absent-minded sometimes.
I'm serious. Does it ever feel like your family doesn't care what you want?
It didn't used to feel that way. I know Gran loves me, but sometimes when she looks at me, it's like she's looking at...
A problem?
Luca took a deep breath, exhaling slowly.
I know the feeling. How do you deal with that?
poorly. I guess I haven't yet. But one thing my dad told me when I was little, don't hold a grudge, especially against yourself. If you try to hold it all in, you're gonna pop.
What's a dad? So then what do you do when you don't know what to do?
You do what you can. Dad never got to that part. It's something I figured out on my own, though. You gotta do something. Anything. Here. Arson!
What are you doing?
I don't know. Something. We're gonna register our complaints with the storm. Listen here, you miserable universe. Stop fucking me around! I just want things to go back to the way they were! Everyone tells me it's gonna be alright. That things are gonna change!
Luca let out a feral scream that echoed into the night.
Every time something changes, everything gets worse! Screw this town!
Whoa. Let me try. Moving sucks. I hate it. I hate that I hate it. Why can't I just deal with it and be happy for my mom? Why can't we just stay somewhere? Blah.
Her voice dropped to a trembling whisper.
I just want to be a normal kid.
Brushed off her shirt and straightened up.
There.
Catharsis!
I actually feel a little better.
As abruptly as it began, the storm abated.
Holy shit, that worked.
Thanks, I needed that.
Me too. I should head out before the rain starts up again.
Sure, I'll walk you out into another microburst. See you and Rollo at the festival?
Sounds good.
Luca, don't let the universe jerk her. Bleh. Don't let the universe jerk you around.
Beck gave Luca a light thump on the arm before heading in. Chapter 5. Friendly Feud. The air was heavy with a hard rain's residue, the smell of wet things. Despite his dreary surroundings, Luca felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone, not even Rollo. But it's not like this changed anything. Rollo was still his best friend. Adding Beck to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes. This is what Luca told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
Yep, but,
Unfortunately,
we're out of time.
this is good.
This is really good. So I know well, no, I'm not gonna change my plans. We'll pick this up on Thursday, and I might add a couple extra days of this before it leaves Game Pass, unless I, secure a copy some other way.
Yeah.
tomorrow and Saturday, I'm going to start up Cyberpunk 2077 from the beginning and get set up for the expansion, which will be next weekend. And then at some point after Beacon Pines is done, hell, maybe on Tuesday, I'm going to do My Friendly Neighborhood. Medesign gave us a really big tip last stream, or a couple streams ago, and I used that to pick up some stuff, including that one which they wanted us to stream, so we're gonna do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But for now, I want to thank everyone. Oh, don't worry. It's not gonna be like it's not gonna be like the Ishin placers. that's Iggy's fault.
That's my fault.
Yeah. Hey, thanks everyone who has ever subscribed ever. You're all scrolling on screen right now. If you'd like to support the channel, consider a subscription. And if you don't want to give Twitch your money, which I totally get, we have a tip thing set up. It's on our page. Follow us on YouTube, Team RetroFox, and Mastodon tech.lgbt/@Team RetroFox for social media stuff. Cyberpunk tomorrow, and we'll end with a raid. Who's on? Oh, Callus is playing Void Crew, so we'll raid them, because I was looking at Void Crew.
Void.
Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.
See ya.